According to the Oxford Languages, media literacy is defined as the ability to critically analyze stories presented in the mass media and to determine their accuracy or credibility. Hello, my name's Alex, and I decided to flip my life on its head on the 23rd of December. We don't have documentation of trans people in detention centers. Immigrants are no longer getting fair trials, and they say that they're going to end autism. We all know that would only be solved by eugenics. All while the big man is trying to distract us with his new big flashy Hunger Games. Just ignore all the text dollars going to fund an ethno-state. Just block that out of your mind and buy more plastic. So let's talk media literacy. Why is media literacy important? Without media literacy, we are more susceptible to misinformation. Literacy is the tools we use to tell whether information is true or false, trustworthy or not, that sort of stuff. It is what makes us see it as three-dimensional and not just a snack to digest without thinking about it. Media literacy also prepares us for politics and such. We need to break down and understand what each political candidate wants. What is their plan? Do you even know? And if you do you even understand? What does it entail? How does it affect you? How does it affect other people? It also helps protect us from being indoctrinated. This also in general makes media more fun. I'm sick of the hate on blue curtains. It's so much more fun to think about what the author meant, and it also betters your storytelling skills too. It is so much more fun to hide meaning and detail and surprise the reader with deep meaning. No matter the art form, artists should have media literacy to better their stories and creative endeavors. How are we losing media literacy? According to the data portal, the average person spends 2 hours and 24 minutes on social media. With the whole internet at our fingertips, we have more information than ever. But this isn't exactly a good thing. Our brains are consuming and intaking more information than we are used to, and without thinking about it critically when we scroll. This also means we don't question it. Let's take a hypothetical example. Let's say you're scrolling for a few hours and you see a video saying something about your friend. You then internalize that information without question. Because, you gotta get to the next video. Later, you talk to a different friend. You say, did you know that one friend is blank? They say, what? Where did you hear that? You don't remember. Or really, you say, did you stop and check who said it? And if they're credible? Did you stop to question it? Did you stop to ask the person? Well, of course not. I had to get to the next video. These billionaires want your time and your engagement. They want you to stay glued to that screen, giving them money and not questioning anything going on in the world. Ignorance is bliss, and they want to keep you dumb as a basket. Your mind is overstimulated with information 24/7. You can't get out of this hellscape. However, it is not just the fault of the billionaires bidding for your attention. It is also the school system's fault. Students' reading scores have been down nationally for quite a while now. But think about this. If you're outside of Texas, we're not learning the same thing. And you're not learning the same thing as the kid in the state over. Pamela Mason, the co-chair of the Teaching and Teacher Leadership Program at the Harvard Graduate School of Education, said on the Harvard Thinking podcast, we also measured this assessment, the NAEP assessment, and so one can also question, what is this assessment actually assessing, and what kinds of reading is it assessing? And is that the kind of reading that's happening in our schools? As Marty mentioned, we're doing pretty okay internationally, but in other countries, there's a national curriculum, national textbooks, and national teacher preparation. Here in the United States, we have a variety, state by state by state, and even sometimes district by district, on what the curriculum is and what the materials are. So when we here in the United States are measuring our national assessment, all things are not equal in terms of the types of materials that are being used to teach literacy, and the type of techniques and the professional development that's offered to teachers in each school district, in each classroom, in each state. Capin, who I believe to be Dr. Phil-Capin, the director of the Bridges Lab at the Harvard Graduate School of Education, said on the same podcast, "What we haven't yet talked about is that there's a huge gap between students based on socioeconomic factors, for instance, and children that come from low SES families, low socioeconomic status families, are much less likely to perform well in reading than students that come from high SES. And that I think is due to many factors. But one of the primary factors is related, I think, to funding. That in our country, funding is tied to many places to property taxes, which leads to inadequate levels of funding for different schools. And so students that come from low SES backgrounds are more likely to go to under-resourced schools, as well as receive less supports outside of school. I think there's something seductive about being able to point to one solution in this large problem. And I think that there are many factors that are contributing to the declining literacy rates that we are seeing. I mean, there's a tremendous amount of legislation that's been passed. So something like 175 laws have been passed in 49 states. And so we don't yet know exactly, and I don't think maybe we'll ever be able to use the NAEP to fully disentangle which policies are leading to which changes. We have to be careful about that. As we dismantle the Department of Education, schooling becomes more and more poor. We cannot think critically, and I'm sorry, but that is one of the reasons soon enough we're going to be in the camps. We have a fucking fascist for a president, and we can't get that through our head. How do you increase media literacy? Next time you digest some information you want to repeat, ask at least a few of these questions. Who made it? When was it made? Why was it made? What does it want from me? Who makes money from this? What could someone learn from this? What values does it imply? Is there anything left out that could be important to know? What do I, as the viewer, think about it? How does it make me feel? What would be a productive response? And in my opinion, the most important questions, is it fact, opinion, or something else? What are the sources? How credible is this, and how do I know that? How do I know I can trust this source for information? Or even just think about it. Go question why the curtains are blue. Take a second to look back and just say the word, Just think for a second. And put the phone down too. Go make some art. Thank you. Hope y'all liked this video and learned something. Again, sorry it's so different. Hope you liked it though. Or maybe I got some new viewers, in which case, thank you. Hi. Glad you came here. Hope you liked it. I also released a song. It's not too good, but you know, most of my art nowadays is being posted on Instagram. I'm trying to get better at posting like shorts on YouTube, but I don't feel much purpose from that, you know? So yeah, go have a wonderful day and go watch like Johnny Two Cellos. Go watch a media breakdown. Think about what Omni's name symbolizes. Do something. Do something, bro.